We did a whoopsie.
So that's going to be a problem.
No window for you. We're Brad and Jaz, and this is our 2015 long wheelbase Mercedes Sprinter. And this year we will be turning this empty cargo van into an off-grid luxury motorhome.
Today we're going to be doing sound deadening on this van. Now you can probably hear there's still a little bit of reverberation around in the van. So what we want to do is make sure that we cover up all these exposed panels that reverberate the sound around the van. Now I can't take credit for this brand. I did learn this brand off of Maxx over at Maxx and Oki.
Thanks, Max.
But essentially what we want to do is cover 70% of the exposed red area so that when we're driving and parked up, there's less noise coming around the van. So let's get straight into that. We'll show you the process of how we set it all up and what it looks like after.
We also want to say thank you to car builders. We gave them a call and asked them to help us to calculate how much we actually needed to cover a van, and they were super helpful. What we didn't realize is that we actually have some bits that are already on there, up on the top panels and on the roof as well. So we might have a little bit extra, but we're going to make sure that we have really good coverage. And we have also purchased our insulation from the same guys as well, because they were so helpful.
So essentially what we've got here is the car builder's sound deadening panels, and what we're going to do is we're going to give these really good wipe over with some methylated spirits, make sure it's all clean so that it actually bonds well to the metal surface. And then what we'll do is we'll be able to peel this back layer off, stick it on here, and that'll be a good size for that actual panel. It covers about 70% of that panel, which is about what you want to reduce that sound getting into the van. So let's get straight into it. The great thing about this set is it actually comes with this installation kit. So it comes with sort of most things you need. You've got a little roller there to make sure that the bond is good. You've got a little knife and a little stubby holder as well, which is clearly important for this sort of thing. So we'll start cleaning that off piece by piece, laying it on, and we'll show you as we go. Just got a bit of terps there. We're just going to give the area a nice quick wipe over, get rid of any dust or anything. Obviously the terps will dry in the air, so it won't leave any leftover residue. So we've got the car builder sound deadening here. It's got like this protective layer on the back. What we're going to do is start at the top, make sure that all of the backing comes off. We're going to sort of try and center it as best as possible. It's not going to make a huge difference if we don't get it 100% right. We'll use our little tool, pull down the bottom, make sure we've got all that off the back there. Hear the difference in that. So this one's very tinny and that one's kind of a bit more deeper tone, so it's going to reduce that vibration when we're driving, which is great. So we'll leave these areas empty because this is actually where our window is going to go, so we don't actually need to do that. There's plenty of other spots here that we will sort of cover up to make sure that that resonation doesn't get around the van too much.
Dad's getting super creative covering those wheel arches, getting all the little shapes in there. It's a sound deadening puzzle. And his offcuts from the wheel arches are fitting really nicely up on the roof, so none of this stuff is going to waste.
So you can see we've done a good chunk of it so far. This was the old stuff here, and this is the van layer that we've just put on. I've done one of the wheel hubs or arches. So nothing pretty, but it's going to cover that up nice and good. So we've got one more to go. Get that one done. A couple more bits and pieces in here that need to be filled in. And then we're pretty much done.
We have left our windows that we taped out, and we've left a bit of space around them. We can always fill that in again later when we have the actual window here. We've done the same again over on this window. And we did a whoopsie because we never taped out our second window and we got on a roll and we've just sound deadened over it.
So that's going to be a problem when we cut it. I'm not really sure what we're going to do about that, but we'll deal with that when we come to the cutting stage. So there is going to be another window here, but I guess that's a lesson. Tape out everything so you know where everything's going to be. Because now we have sound deadened on a spot that doesn't need to be sound deadened.
No window for you. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Be sure to catch us on the next one, because in the next video we are cutting the very first hole in our van.
Was that supposed to go there?